Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil, and in this React project video tutorial, we will learn that how we can integrate API for product listing. So we already created APIs for add product, login, logout, registration, and now we will integrate our product listing API. So these are the points for this video. On a page load, we will call a API. Then we will store this data inside our component state and display inside table data or table format. And after that we will test our complete flow of this video. So yes, we need to test our API also, so that we can sure that our API is working fine. This is our API URL. This API I created in the last video. Link is given in the description box, and this API is also created in Laravel, as we are creating other APIs also in Laravel, right? So get method for this API, and this is API URL, and you can just send a request with the postman, and here you can see that we have a 4 results with inside this API. So now let's integrate. I'm directly jumping on product list.js component, and let's import here React. Import React from React library, and after that we can import here use state and use effect. And yes, we need a bootstrap table also, so let's import it. Table from React Bootstrap. Great, let's define a state here, const data and set data for update and set state, and just right here use state 0, or you can see that a blank array inside it. After that, just right here use effect, and here let me just add here a blank array, so that this use effect should only call one time whenever our component is loaded. And let me just take a variable with the name of result, and just use your fetch API method. Let's provide our URL to this fetch method. And as you know, we must have to resolve this promise, so that we can just use here dot then, or we can use here async await. So async await is you can say that recommended thing, so I will use here async and await for result of this fetch. After that, our API promises has been resolved, but we must have to resolve our JSON promise also. So just write here result.json, and we need to put here a await keyword here. And after that, let's set data with this result, and now our API data will be just inserted in our state. So how we can check it? So let me check it first of all, then we will just further on move on another part, right? So just write here console.warn result, and here we can just simply use data, and let's check what we are getting inside this data. Let me open the console, and okay, let me just refresh it once, go to another page, come back on here, and just give me a moment. I think just might we are missing something here. Yep, actually my project is not in running state, so let me open a terminal here, and let me write here npm start. Within that time, I am just opening here a React Bootstrap table, so that I can show you what tags we have to use and how we can use it. So we just want to show a table like this, right? So we can use this table tag, and after that we can simply use here tr and td, whatever you want, right? So we will use this table format. with our API data, and we will just make a table like this. So I think everything should be working fine. So result is already declared, as we can see that, so I don't need to put here again result here, right? And let's refresh it. Now you can see that we are getting a 4 result, as we have a 4 result on uh, a Postman also, right? So let me define a table here and put this data inside a table format. So just put here a table like this, and we can use a tr td. With the td we can put here a name for id and something more like id, name, price, description, and last one for image, right? So let me check here what we are getting here. We have a single row now. So let's iterate this data, and we can iterate with this tr, right? So just simply put here data dot map like this, and put here tr, and here I can just take here one item, and let's see what we are getting here. Yeah, actually I don't need to put here this curly braces here, because we are already using it outside. So now you can see that we have repeated data, but this is actually inside a loop. So we can just change this data dynamically. So let me put here item.id, and with the every change you can see that we are getting here id now, and now we'll get a name, price and all. So put here item.name, and we are getting here names. Similarly with the price, item.price, item.description, right? And at the last, let's place here images, but we must have to just resize these images, because in a first moment you will find that the images are on a very large size. So just put here a file underscore path, and here we go. We have this URL, but we cannot this URL directly. We must have to use it inside a img tag, right? So put here src, and with the src we can simply use this path, but we also need to provide here a base path here, which is localhost colon 800, and after that we can just simply put here a slash, and we can use here plus sign also, right? And let me check here what we are getting. We are getting nothing here. We need to just check it again. Yeah, actually I just need to put here localhost 8080, right? Let's replace it with it, because in this text we have http and all also, right? Like this, localhost and all. And let me just check that this image is working fine or not. This is working fine, but might be there is some actually I just got that issue, sorry for that. I must have to use here src. and now we have a property, but image size are really big. So let me add here a style property also, style, and just simply put here width like 100 pixel or something, and now these are in a small size, right? So with that way we can use it. You can use here some small table also with the col sm and all, as you can see that in a register component we actually used here col sm and all and offset and all. So the same thing we can do also here. And let me just close this, and after that let me just make me enlarge this size a little bit. Now this is looking much better than last, but I know, but this is not a best design. But yes, we are not focusing on a design part here, so we are working on a logical part. So thanks for watching this video. If you still have any kind of question, you can ask me in the video, and in the next video we'll see that how we can update these products also, right? And thanks for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.